This broadcast is brought to you by Nate's News. First up, we have aviation. There's not a lot about aviation right now. However, it's really funny because look, you have a A320neo next to a 737, and the funny thing is that they're both competitor rivals and planes. People are also excited about the Boeing 797 and perhaps the Airbus A390. We don't really know too much about that, except we do know a lot about the 797 so far. If we're correct, it might be something like, people are getting crazy thinking it's like flying wing or something. So basically what a flying wing is pretend like this is just a plane wing, kind of has like a tail on the back, the wings like this, and then it kind of is its own aircraft. But we highly doubt it's going to be like that. We think it would look a lot like the Boeing 737 or 757, and we think it's not going to be too special. Perhaps at most a wide body. Another thing people are looking forward for is the Boom Supersonic, which is a remodel of the Concorde. This is their XB1, which they're testing. And this is what it's planned to look like, the Boom Overture. Some airlines like United, as you can see, have already started putting their name on it. And we think it's going to be a great choice. It looks affordable, however, pretty expensive at the same time. This looks like, unlike the Concorde, these actually have pretty big windows, so we'll see how that turns out. As you can see, it will be a quad jet. It will not be a twin engine like the 737. And for perspective, here is the Concorde. So the Concorde is also a supersonic plane. This is a movie cover called Airport 79. Hold up. As you see, there's a lot of other stuff here. This is a Darren model, which I actually collect, believe it or not. I never have that one, though. Let me just search up plane to be sure. So this is the Concorde plane, most famously known for its British Airways and Air France. If I'm correct, the only crash this thing has actually had is Air France Flight 4995, if I'm correct, that was. Here it is right now, actually. But this is the Concorde. And they also had one called the Tu-144 made by Tupolev. I think it's kind of like a copy of the Concorde. Not exactly sure. Here it is. It looks a bit different, as you can see, with the things on the side. Don't ask me what those are. They look like flaps or elevator trim or something for the cockpit and its droop snoot. So everybody is really looking forward to, well, not looking forward, looking back at that. We kind of know it as like the Concorde's twin. We now bring to you our weather section. So for the weather, according to various sources, we're pretty sure that it might get cold overnight, but our prediction is that it will get warm over the other few days. So just remember to bring a blanket tonight. And tomorrow there may or may not be some drizzling. Who knows what the weather's going to be like. But I predict that there will be some drizzling, as it might also be very chilly because of the rain and the overcast, if anything. Or it could also be very sunny and shiny out. Not exactly sure about that, but just keep in mind that it could be either one of those two. We don't think there are any severe thunderstorms unless you live up in upstate New York. That counts as Hudson. That counts as, I don't know, maybe Peekskill, Buffalo. And that's our weather. Thank you. This is crazy weather here, but there might also be wildfires. Yes, you heard that right. Wildfires in New York City. Don't get me wrong, but I'm getting flashbacks from the Canadian wildfire incident. This might be crazy. However, the wildfires look small, as New York City doesn't have much wood except for the outskirts, such as, the Bronx, Queens, maybe some Brooklyn. But yeah, just keep an eye out for some wildfires, implying that it may be dry tomorrow too. Next up, we have some local news in our hometown. So there's nothing really going on in Whitestone really too much, but I'll still do my best here. So we're ready for Thanksgiving. Schools are also starting to celebrate Thanksgiving with handout sheets, especially with their students. And we're talking all sorts of schools, elementary schools and middle schools. I wouldn't know the inside scoop on high schools, but yeah. Basically, so our town is very festive. We love to decorate. So, every Christmas, our town would just find every spot for, like, lanterns and stuff to put up for Christmas. And they would just, like, put up, like, these entire beams, and it's just amazing. Come see it. It's amazing. Especially at night, because they light up. There is some bad news in Whitestone. Nothing much, but, it's your average day, except people are still mourning the moped incident on the Cross Island Parkway. Rest in peace. But just be careful there. There's also been an incident recently that has nicknamed the town's local highway intersection Dead Man's Curve. This isn't no racetrack Dead Man's Curve, but it still is our very own Dead Man's Curve, unfortunately, because just like I think like maybe a year ago at most, like an SUV, it was this year, that's all I remember, an SUV just like totally just like flipped over, hit another SUV on the curve, like that was like crazy. I didn't see it, I heard it would happen late at night if I'm correct. I didn't really see it, but that was a while ago too. There's nothing relatively new going on right now, except maybe something in your personal life. I wouldn't know about that. But if there is anything you would like to share, just put it in the comments, and I'll try and do a news report on it, whether it's like, if it's like really like big. All right. So here we are in our Racket County news studio, the first one I built. And also, we have some big news for today. But first, if you want to hear more about my Minecraft world, even some of the videos that I deleted, they still have there. Go to natecitynews.com, all lowercase laps, all one word. It's all about my Minecraft world, and it is pretty neat. I made it using a website app called Ionos, and I got that for my birthday to help expand my viewers on my channel just by doing Minecraft at all. So that's gonna be looking really nice soon. I plan on posting it soon. Haven't done it in a while, but I will. A downgraded kind of version of that is also my channel post, because you could get some information of that, so I highly recommend you look at both. But anyways, today we got big news, because we will be checking out the new airport. And that's right. Yep, you heard that right. New airport. So, you've probably heard of Racket County Regional Airport, this one right here. And you've probably seen it in my community post if you're following. But this airport right here, we all love it. It's been old, and it's nice. You have the classic staircase to the hangar, and it's classic taxiways and runways, and it's just amazing and stuff. You could hear the lanterns, and you could hear like all sorts of stuff. It's just amazing. But then over here, we got a new airport right here. This is the one I'm talking about. Racket County Regional Airport 2.0. And this time, I'm not sure if anybody noticed, but I actually put the runway digits according to the direction that it's actually in, which means that this coming in this way, even though it's this large approach coming in this way, it's actually 18 degrees, and coming back this way is actually 360 degrees, but they're abbreviated 2 digits. But yeah, that's basically most of what we have for the Minecraft. I'm gonna dig deep in with our other section of miscellaneous news. First, I want to let some channels and some local businesses just express themselves by free advertising for them. Note that I am doing this with their channel's permission, and I have their full permission on this. Don't do it just for another person if they didn't give it the okay. So, we do have a channel I want to shout out and advertise for, again, with his permission. So, hold up. I just have to go to his channel via one of my comments. So, he did comment on this one.
Hello.
No, hold up. He commented on this one.
Hello,
So
everybody.
anyways,
Welcome back.
This is a person who does Roblox edits. He's my friend. I don't really know how to pronounce that. I think Freeman or something. Don't really know how to pronounce that. But this is his edits. He has pretty nice edits. He also does this. And as you can see, he plays like a lot of whatever this game is. I'm not exactly sure. But he does it really good and he does a lot. So please make sure to go and subscribe to him. And thank you guys. Following last night's major wind gust, we have temperature change. The temperature has actually gone down. It is a sunny day today, so probably get outside. Just remember to bring a jacket. It is around 50 degrees out. So just remember that temperature change may be expected as of the giant wind gust yesterday, like I said. Be careful, as there may also be some lids of paint canisters and trash cans all over the place. Careful not to get leaves in your eye, especially if you were last night. Leaves and dust were flying all over. And here's a witness we have right now, Sebastian. And Sebastian here wanted to say what he had to say.
So, after Nate came back inside from what he saw, I have no idea since I wasn't looking out the window. I was building something with my Legos. And after when Mom came out, I followed her out. I just stayed inside though. Take it. And we came inside, we went to the back porch, and we took and investigated the weather, and it was not the best idea for me to bring an umbrella out there. Yeah, I speak from experience.
So basically, when I went outside, I was on the phone with my friend, and next thing you know, there was just like a giant wind gust. We both felt it, and then just like this entire whirlwind of leaves. This wasn't your average leaf, Eddie. This was something else. It was giant. Advertisement before we continue. We also got an advertisement request. This is Anderson Recording at Anderson Recording 495. This is also my dad, by the way. He loves to do Christian songs, especially church songs. He does it really good, and I highly recommend you check it out. We shall continue shortly. This is an advertisement for my channel. If you really like video games and news, and if you really like this Saturday broadcast, feel free to go to my channel. It's about comedy, quality gaming, news, aviation, you name it. Some even have miscellaneous topics. However, one of the big parts of my channel is Minecraft. My private server, sometimes you might want to see more about the untold side of things. For this, you can go to NateCityNews.com, Nate City News. You may scroll to the bottom for the latest news, all about news just about my Minecraft world. And guess what? It has links to my channel too. Feel free to share them with your friends, and we hope you enjoy my website. Breaking news is about Roblox, and this website has a new game called Dandy's World. It's a very fun game, and my friends like to play it, but surprisingly, the news about this is that it's new, but it already has 509 million visits in total, and there are currently 94.6 thousand people active. It was just literally posted. It was literally posted this January, and believe it or not, it was actually just updated 2 days ago. So, me and my friends play it. It's really good. I highly recommend you go and check it out. That's all for this broadcast. We really hope you enjoy, and we will see you next time. Plus, if you notice something, you will get a shout out next broadcast that I make. and just look around the video for it. I hope you find it and enjoy it. The first person to say it will get a pin and a shout out. All right. Goodbye, everybody, and we really hope you enjoyed.